If you want to learn how to get better at PvP and where wins meet, then this video is for you. Regardless of if we're talking about arenas, perception forest, or even just simply open world PvP that you may encounter, this video has something that will make you better at PvP in general. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into some advanced tips and tricks that'll help you the next time you actually do some PvP, regardless of what form it actually is. As the video progresses, these tips get a little bit more and more in depth, but the first thing I did want to call out is, of course, the mystic skills you should be looking for, regardless of what type of PvP you're actually going to participate in. Every single form of PvP has one mystic skill that you want to make sure you have, which is Serene Breeze. This is a game changer. If you are in a situation where you are just getting comboed to heck, you can use Serene Breeze to break the combo and start your own against the enemy. This will make or break certain fights in arenas especially, and is also very helpful in every other PvP mode in the game. I also highly recommend Cloud Steps, especially if you have a build that does not have ranged attacks to it. Sometimes you may have like a fan player that's just playing the gap insanely well and it's just hard to close the gap. Well, Cloud Steps will allow you to close that gap and also chase anyone that may be running away from you. Additionally, I like to use Leaping Toad in Arena specifically. You can kind of see that it even calls out Arena, and then also go into Lion's Roar once I actually have them knocked down. There's a lot of other mystic skills that work well together in PvP situations. Probably the most common one that you guys have probably heard from is Dragon's Breath into Drunken Poet. These two work well together, and there's honestly a lot of other mystic skills that are worth taking a look at because you'd actually be surprised at how well they work together, especially in PvP situations. If you plan on really grinding out the arena, then you need to make sure that you take a look at the arena talents. These are very, very, very important. I do want to call out that you should expect that your opponent is maxing out all of these talents, so you should as well. Otherwise, you're at a disadvantage. There's a lot of these that call out specific type of resistances too that you should be aware of. So for example, if Bamboo Cut is the current meta, make sure you really max out that resistance to just increase your chances of performing well in Arena. You should max out all of these as you can as you continue to progress in the arena in general. And of course, gear is very, very important, which is common sense. However, I did want to call out that there is a unique way to tune your gear to make sure that you are more prepared for certain PvP modes, such as Arena. So let's just go ahead and take this random chest piece, and I'm just going to quickly tune this. I'll fill this up with XP items and just completely fill this up just to show you what I'm talking about. So let's just go ahead and lock this in. I'll go ahead and tune this and see what happens. And honestly, I was very, very surprised because I hit like very, very good stats on these just from random things as juice as I tuned it up. So I'm actually going to use this as a general item. However, there is a way to do a arena tune right here, you can see. And I have got actually 45 of these items, but by tuning this, I can actually get a arena specific stat, which will be game changer when it comes to just grinding out the arena. Imagine getting special arena specific perks on every single piece of gear. It can make or break an entire build in PvP. And the last thing I really wanted to call out, which is really important, is that you can actually visit the arena leaderboard and take a look at what the best players are using for their current builds. You can just go ahead and click their icon and go to profile, and then click this double sword icon, and you can see the current build that they're using. And that includes mystic skills and inner ways, and of course the primary weapons. And there's a lot of strategic swords, which I think we can all expect because we see them so much. Let's see the current #1 player using, Nameless Spear and Strategic Sword. You can see, the typical mystic skills. I actually called out all of those top 4. And then also the inner ways. Seems like everyone's really using Morale Chant, which is not a surprise either. And if you don't see the build that you are using, then just keep going down the leaderboard. And here you go. I can see like a bamboo cut one now. And I can see what they're using for mystic skills and inner ways as well. And kind of repurpose that to play around with my own build to see if I can get some success just like they did. And that really covers it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, these were just a handful of tips and tricks to help you get a better idea of how to be successful in PvP and where wins meet. Of course, there's tons and tons of other tips and tricks out there. If you have something that you think really kind of helped your overall PvP gameplay, then let me know in the comments below and share the knowledge. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for some more Where Wins Meet content coming soon. Thanks again. Bye.